Okay, so laying down with the ball between your inner thigh and setting up the position we always come back to in Pilates. So this is your neutral spine position through class today. Always work with good form, and welcome along everyone at all the different levels that you're at today. We've got our 45-minute lunchtime class. So we'll begin with just squeezing the ball softly. Don't overdo it and feel your thighs. Inner thigh squeezes and then release just a little bit. So just as you're squeezing and releasing the ball, just check for some of you are kind of tilting your pelvis. So can you make sure your pubic bone and two hip bones are all on the same level? You might like to put your hands on your pelvis like this, like fingertips on pubic bone, heel of the hand. And that triangle diamond shape, it stays level. And the muscles underneath your fingers and hands pull down towards the spine. Also, if you slide your fingers under your lower back, there's a little space under your lower back. So this reference of the natural curve of your spine. So now as you hold your spine stable and the ball squeezing, just float both arms up in the air and drop your shoulder blades down onto the mat, keeping your arms straight. Fingers are really reaching strong, and then squeeze the ball, float both knees up in the air in tabletop. Excellent. Well done. So now turn your palms down towards the mat and start your head and chest lifting. And if this is too much, keep your feet down and curling up to press the hands down into the mat and then float the arms overhead. So there's modifications all through class, and it could be feet down, head down. Do what's right for you today, everyone. So that could be different variations for everyone. Oh, the sound of the rain is our music today by the sounds of it. Oh, how's that? Feels kind of cozy in here, doesn't it? So do 4 more chest lifts. Good. On this last 4th one, stay up and put your hands behind your head. Good. So when you start to lower your feet away from you, hinge at the hips. So you're lowering your feet down towards the mat and then picking your feet back up. So squeeze the ball, toes point and tap the point. Good. So keep your eyes looking at the ball the whole time. And at any time, like I said, head can be down. Otherwise, for some of you, try and curl up your head and chest a little higher. Good. Oh, well done, everyone. So 3 more of these. Now, on the 3rd one, keep your feet on the ground, but twist your upper body up and then twist towards me. So feet pressing down, facing me here at the front, over here. That's it. So curl up a little higher, but take your elbows wide and the knees stay still. And then back to the center and to the me on the screen. And then inhale, center, exhale, twist. And center. Good. Good. And always, like in Pilates, it's better to do like smaller, more controlled and stable moves than feeling like you've got to like twist a long way. So press your feet into the ground as your kind of foundation. And that's a good reference point, feet and pelvis stable. Good. Elbows are quite wide. Good. Do 2 more each side. Good. All right, when you finish those two, rest your head down. And we're going to come into some bridges. So hands come back down by your side. And we'll pelvic bridge your hips up to the ceiling through a curled position. So curl your lower back to the ground and peel your spine up. Squeeze the ball at the top and then roll the spine back down. So it's very much a spinal articulation move. So tuck and roll. Actively press the back of the arms into the mat and then roll the spine back down. Good. Two more, tuck and roll. Now stay up for this last one. And as you're pressing your pelvis up and down, try not to press the ribs, just the hips are pushing up and down. Good. Good. So can you start to feel your glutes and hamstrings, everybody? So feeling the work through the back side. Now hold your hips up. Some of you take a breath in and get the back of the ribs down. So tips of your scapula stay down as your hips stay lifted. So it's very much of a tuck. So now lift and lower through your feet, keeping that tuck. So the heels lift and then the heels lower. Each time you lift the heels, imagine that you're squeezing the ball between the ankles as well. So keep that squeeze on the ball. Lift and lower through your feet. Good. Now stay right up on your toes and roll your spine down. So curl all the way down. Excellent. Well done. So keep your tailbone down and stretch your legs up to the ceiling now. So if it's hard to keep your tailbone down and legs straight, lower your legs a little bit more. Now flex through your feet and then point through your feet. So flex and point. So this straight-legged work now, your option is to keep legs bent to make it a bit easier, or you can stay with straight legs and slide the ball up between your ankles. Good. And let's do a similar series. So pick your head and chest up and we're lowering legs straight or bent and then lifting. So just like you did before, hold your head and notice now with straight legs, it's much harder on your core. So don't swing your legs fast and too far. Hold your center and pull back up. If you can coordinate flexing of the ankle, and then point and lift. Flex and lift. Good. Two more. Now on this last one, lower your legs all the way down, but pick your head up, pick your body up and reach up and over towards your toes. And we're setting ourselves up for our roll back. So when you roll back, you can just come halfway if you want, or otherwise go all the way down and then curl back up. Good. And roll down. So option to go halfway or all the way. Good. Nice, everybody. Well done. So 4 more. Very good. The rain has brought more people in today. It's lovely. Good. That's it. Keep your arms lifted at shoulder height and the shoulders pulling back. Nice, Nate. All the way down. How's it feeling, Dean? Keeping my eye on you. So nice to have him back, isn't it? Like the family's back together. And then you're off, I know, and Karen's off, and Carrie's off, and then I'm off, yeah. Nah. We all come and go, and then we come back together. Good. On this last one, stay seated. Well done. Good work. Keep the ball between your ankles, and then bring your head to the right side of the mat and feet to the left side of the mat, and line yourself up in a straight line. So head on the right side of the mat. So we're all doing the same way. Good. So you're facing the front wall, everybody. Bring your top hand down by your side and rest your head all the way down. If you need to sort of get up and have a look, that's fine. But then come back to rest. And then lifting up your underneath waist. So your spine is in a straight line. Now push down into your hand. Align your top hip and squeeze to lift the ball up. Hold it there. Good. So from here, options for more challenge are to float your arm up and try not have your toes touch. So flex your feet and you lift and lower with hand down or hand up. So lifting and lowering. Good. And lift. So this is working that underneath waist. Try and not like do little kind of bounces. So it's the control up and the control down. Good. And up and down. Good. Nice, everyone. So you've got 4 and 3. Good. 2. And last one. Now bend your knees just to take hold of the ball and put it back down up above your head. We'll come back to it. Keep your bottom knee bent, just let it drop. And stretch your top leg behind you. Good. So arm can be lifted. So 2 kicks behind you and then 2 kicks in front. Keep very stable and push the bottom knee down into the mat. So your option is to keep your bottom leg for stability and make this move quite big. Or if you wanted to straighten the bottom leg, you could straighten the bottom leg. But really choose your alignment and stability first. Yep, thank you, Peter. Don't bend your knee behind you, Peter. Keep it straight. That's it. Well done. Good. So coordinate your foot movement if you can, everyone. So it's flexing the ankle in front and then pointing the foot behind. And flex. Good. And behind. 2 more like this. Now take it behind you and do small circles in each direction, up and around. Good, really nice. So 2 more in this direction. Now take the leg back and change direction. Are you starting to feel your left glute muscle, everybody, your back side? Good, and always that reference point of like your belly pulling back into spine, whatever position you're in. Good, now bend your knee, take hold of your foot and then just pull it back for the quad stretch. You could add in, if you wanted to, putting your knee your foot around your knee and dragging it down. That's another great add-on to your IT band stretch. That's a great stretch, isn't it? So keep your knee bent. When you roll over onto your tummy, place this ball between your knee, so squeezing the ball. Lay on your tummy. I'll come with you, so you've all got it under your left, between your left knee. So in this position, you can either have your head down or the diamond press position, where your chest is lifted, belly is lifted, and then you're lifting your left thigh bone up and down. So if it's difficult to lift your thigh and have your head lifted, rest your head in your hand and lift. And try and keep your shoulders relaxed and hold your stomach muscles up towards your spine. Your right leg is straight, so press the right toes into the ground, lift the left thigh. Amazing, well done. Try and squeeze the ball a little more, everyone. And now hold it up, take it towards the midline a bit more. So squeeze your thighs together. Now, can you squeeze the ball with the heel? So squeezing with it up. So you might find you get crampy in your hamstring. Yes. So we will stretch them out in a moment. So try not to bounce. It's a squeeze, heel to backside, heel to backside. And you've got 4, 3, 2, and now reach back, grab the ball, straighten your left leg. Oh. Okay, we're going to do that same series to the other side. So in the right knee, bend. Position your head, belly up to spine, and lift and lower your right thigh. Good, relaxing shoulders and trying not to bounce up. Flex your foot, and ideally your feet are straight, everyone. So not with your toes pointing out to the back wall. So toes pointing down towards the ceiling. Good. Try and bring your foot and your knee towards the midline more. All these little annoying adjustments are for you to work the muscles in the right places. So now hold your foot up. Hold it there. Good. Squeeze. Now keep squeezing the heel to backside. Good. Try and keep your right thigh more lifted, and you've got 4. Good. And 3, 2, and then last one. I think that was the last one. Reach back, grab the ball, and straighten your leg. Good. Now just keep the ball above your head. We'll use it in a moment. Take your elbows out wide. Oh, the stretch. Thank you. Oh, no, we're going back to the other side. We'll be doing it then. Yeah. So elbows down on the ground. Let's move to the other side. So lift your chest up in Sphinx and pull your shoulders down. And then once you come onto your elbows, lift your belly button up. And now lift both thigh bones up. Point your toes. So when you lift your thighs up, still keep your belly button lifted. Keep them still. Bend your knees, feet together, ankles together. Heels to backside. Kick the backside 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then stretch the legs away. Heels to backside. Can you keep your thighs together? But your knees are lifted. Knees are lifted. That's the hard part, isn't it? So it's like this. This just kind of is easy. It's like if Pilates is easy, you're probably not doing it right, yeah? So, but this, keeping your thighs up and then bringing it in is harder. So knees together, thighs together, and then point. But remember, your option is head down if it's going into your lower back. So rest your shoulders. If your head is down, it's in the diamond press. So thumb together, first finger. So your shoulders aren't scrunched up. Do another set of the heel kicks to backside. 1, 2, 3. Now hold your legs straight. Squeeze your legs. Lift the chest up. Straighten the arms to dart. Last one here, holding dart. Lift thighs, lift chest. Breathe. And then lower down. Okay, push up everyone into a cat stretch. So Dean, come into cat stretch as a go-to whenever you need to. Or if you need to rest, just always go to your hamstring stretch. So before we go to the other side, stay in your 4-point kneeling position and then reach your right arm up towards the back wall to me on the screen. Well, you can change, you know what I mean, Matt. Now keep your left arm where it is, but shift your head forward of your left arm. Good, bend your left elbow as you thread under. So just watch, come back. So you're not pushing back there. So head forward. So bend your left elbow to thread under and then push back up. So it doesn't have to be a deep move. Left elbow bends in for your tricep. And then right arm lifts up. So the more forward you are of your left hand, the harder it is, which is why you want to lean back. Right arm lifts. Bend. 127 push-ups today, everyone, for the push-up mental health challenge for the month. My dad already did his by 7 a.m. I know, he's such a little... So none of us are allowed to whinge because he takes us out. It's a family. We do it every year, but oh man, the competition's getting hard. One more like this. Now hold your arm up and look up. Keep twisting, keep twisting. Good. Now lower your right hand down. Let's do the other side. Left arm towards me. And then right elbow bends. Push up. And they said I can't count the ones that I do in classes. I'm like, as if I'm not going to. I'm counting all the ones you do. You've just done my 127 for me. Good, nice work, everyone. Try and keep your spine straight, not rounded. So watch what your head's doing. Lean forward more. Bend your right elbow more, everybody. So this is a single arm tricep push-up. Right elbow bends. Good. Now last one, stay reaching me and look up. Good. And then everybody turn towards me and your feet on the left side. Just no, don't, feet on the left. Feet on the left. We'll take a mermaid stretch. Feet on the left. Flip your feet, Dean, so they're on the left. Good. And then up. Good. So if you haven't got your feet on the left, just flip your feet to the left. Yep. And then over. Good. So option is to stay in your mermaids like this. Otherwise, come up for a side bend with me. So right hand down, and then your left leg can step in front. Lift over for a side bend. So either mermaid stretch or side bend. Good. And then when you come down, you can sit or just lower halfway and then push up. Good. Nice options, everybody. Good. Do one more. Good. Last one. Good. And then take a seat. Flip your feet the other way. We'll do our mermaids first. So you can stay, if you're in mermaid here, just watch that you don't kind of, like it's very much like a stretch. So anchor your sit bone down and then over. Good. Otherwise, come up for your side bend. Good. Amazing. Well done. Fantastic. Oh, you new people. It's great. Good work. Good. And then when you finish this one, we're going to lay all the way down on our side with the ball between your ankles. And now we do the other side, just for this part. So create that long line. Just look down and make sure you can see the ball in front of you. And press your hand into the ground gently to lift both legs up. Now find your balance. Maybe take the top arm up and lift and lower 10 times. If this is uncomfortable on your hip, just pad it up. Like there's always blankets, extra padding, double mats up. Wear nice fleecy lined leggings. So they're warm and thicker. Squeezing the ball with your ankles, not gripping with your toes. Good, now hold it up, bend, just remove the ball. Either let's have bottom leg bent, top leg straight. Kick the leg behind you with a point and then flex in front of you. So option to keep the bottom leg bent or straight. Oh, such a great song, isn't it? You like it, Peter? Oh, you always know. Come on, Peter. Can't read. I don't have my glasses on. Good. Nice, everyone. Keep the leg behind you and we'll do your circles. Hopefully you can feel your glutes. Good. Change directions. Excellent. Now bend your knee, take hold of your ankle, and then holding your stretch there. So we are even now, everybody, with our legs and everything. So from here, you're gonna roll onto your back again. So just take your time and grab the chi ball. And when you pelvic bridge up, you're placing the ball under your sacrum. So between your, like your bum crack, basically. That will make everyone not putting their lower back. So now before you float your legs in tabletop, put your hands back on your belly and pull the stomach muscles down onto the ball. Make sure your shoulder blades are on the ground. So if they're not touching, move the ball away from you. And then see if you can float both arms up and then float the left foot in the air in tabletop. Good. Now balance on the ball. Can you float the right knee up? If it's too difficult with your arms up, put them back down. So there's no pressure to have arms up. So we're going to come into dead bugs. Left arm and right leg move away from center. Stay on the same left and right arm, left and right leg. So reach it away and then pull it into center. So this is your balance, your core stability. Have straight arms for this one and reach the hands like so your fingers are really energetic rather than floppy. So change sides now. So it's left leg, right arm. Well done, everyone. Like balance, coordination. If you feel like the ball is kind of getting under you and away from you, probably put your feet down and bring it under you a little bit more. Good. If you're even, come back to both hands down and both legs straight. So press actively into your arms on the mat, everyone. Hands on the mat. Now anchor your tailbone down by lowering your legs down and finding the position that you can hold your core muscles on firmly. Hold your legs straight and roll the thighs out. So this is your V position, heels together, thigh bones out. Take your legs to the front and back wall. Now go lower as you squeeze the legs together. So you're opening and closing inner thigh and core work. So some of you try and work on more turnout at your thighs. So when you're together, your heels touch but not your toes. Knees go wide, front and back wall. Good, and sweep down and together. So staying in this same plane and close for another 4. And you feel your inner thigh squeeze the legs together. Maybe it's hip work, maybe it's core work, hamstring work. It's kind of a bit of everything. So now we do scissor. So bring your ankles together. Right leg to the mat, left leg overhead, and then switch the legs. So straight leg scissor. Now, option to keep your hands down for balance or to float the arms back up. Go slowly. It's hard to balance with your legs straight and arms up. Amazing, everyone. Well done. Do 4 more scissors. Now hold on to your right leg and stretch your hamstring. Lower your left leg to the ground. Good. Maybe like bring your hands together like this, fingers, and then pull your right thigh in. Good. And just bend. So left leg is on the ground, like stretch it so you might even get a bit of a hip flexor, left hip flexor stretching. And then gently pull the right leg over to split the legs more. You like that one? All right, let's change sides. Find your balance and then find the stretch. Gently pull the left leg over and reach the right leg along the mat. So when we do our roll overs on the ball, if it's too much, drop into a pelvic bridge with, so this is your lower option to do bridges. Otherwise, pick your feet back up and hands stay down on the mat. Both legs lower to get a little bit of a momentum here. And then when you roll your spine off the ball, your legs come overhead. And then roll your spine back onto the ball, lowering the legs down. So if you want to use your hands to help you to lift up off the ball, you can. Or a lower option, bridge. So don't lower your legs to the mat, only down just a little bit. Your legs go overhead, but they still don't touch the mat there. So make this one your last, and then roll your tailbone all the way down, all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Oh, nice, everyone. Take the ball away. Take it away. Good. Now, just rolling your way up to a seated position facing me. How are you going, everyone? All right. So we'll do some seated postural work and then some standing postural work. So always your core muscles holding you like this. If it's difficult to hold your legs straight, then bend them. So work more on your core than your straight legs. Arms come up in front. When you roll forward, keep your shoulders back in your shoulder sockets and then curl your spine forward. Don't drop your head, Astrid. That was the, yeah. Keep reaching the crown of your head towards the ceiling and then roll back up. Good. Well done. Nice work. Breathe out, roll forward. Really good. And then roll up. Fantastic. Arms wide. Good. Lift the arms up, bring them together. Your hands, bring them behind your head. Now push your head back into your hands. If you need to like bring your elbows forward a bit to do that, you can, but feel more of this push back. That's it. Now rotate your body towards your left leg. Lower your right elbow to your right knee, but keep looking at your left foot. So look at your left foot, lower your right elbow, elbow to right knee, May. Right knee, that's it. And then lift back up, twist back to me. Good, so now look at your right foot, lower your left elbow to left knee. So in this position here, everybody, push your right hip down onto the mat. Feel the stretch. Feel the work to pull the body back up to seated. Twist back, good. So it's a stretch to go over, anchor your left hip. It's work to pull the body back up. So we'll breathe out there. Push your head back into your hands the whole time. So over, exhale, lift, and center. Good. Twist. Over, lift, center. Fantastic. And over, up, center. Good. Let's do one more each side or 1.5 if you're not even. Wherever you are even, and then take the arms wide. Good. So cross your legs and stand up. Yay, grab the ball. So placing the ball between your ankles, and let's balance. So if you need to have your arms wide, let's all do this to start off with. So when you lift and lower your heels, keep the ankles squeezing the ball. So you can adjust kind of where you need that ball to be so that spread your toes, lift and lower. Good. And lift. Feel the squeeze of the ball all the way up through the inner thigh, through the core muscles, lifting the pelvic floor up when you squeeze the ball. Good. Nice, everyone. Work through your feet. So big toes down. Stay up on the toes and little pulses up through the calves. Push the toes down. It's hard not to drop that ball, isn't it? So if you tend to kind of roll ankles out, that's the hard part. Feel more connected when you're working that inner chain, the midline. Now stay lifted. Stay lifted. Bring your hands to me. Keep your heels up if you can and bend your knees to me. So if you need to put your heels down, it's okay, but straighten and bend just your knees. Oh, that's it. Imagine you also have a chi ball between your knees. So some of you are taking your knees out too wide. Bring your knees in a bit. This is where it would be great to have a mirror in front of you. Squeeze the chi ball. Don't let your knees touch. That's it. Good. Excellent. Well done. 2 more. It's harder at the end when you've got fatigued legs, isn't it? Good. And then lean onto your right. Just float your left. So it's just slightly off. Squeeze the ball. Squeeze the ball. Float the arms up and overhead. Good. Keep your left leg straight. Keep it straight and then float it away. Good. Good. Keep it high. Now take it up and behind you. Come forward. Take it behind you. Good. Bend your leg you're standing on 6 times to finish on this side. 6 knee bends on the right. So in this position, your back left hip faces the mat. Try and lift the height of the back leg up. So tip forward more load through your standing leg. So they're like transitions to warrior 3 in yoga. Now, can you stand back up, grab the ball and change sides? So first of all, flex through your right foot so it's hovering. Squeeze the ball. But that's like when you are lying on the mat, both legs straight and lift up through your waist. Keep squeezing the ball. Keep the squeeze. Float the arms. Good. Now float the left leg out, right leg out. Good. Can you keep your arms overhead when you come around this time? Take the right foot behind you. Now square your right hip to the mat. So your whole body is in a straight line. Bend and straighten your left knee. If it's too much, put hands on hips. Good. And then step the feet together, arms up. Oh, okay, heels together. And just hover your heels slightly off the ground. Squeeze the legs. We're going to roll the body down. Just like you rolled up on a mat, you're rolling down. Round your spine, balancing on your toes. Roll down. And then slowly roll back up, squeezing the legs. Roll up slowly with control. Now, when you come to the top, look up. Straighten your legs more and separate your heels. Keep coming up as high and as tall and as long as you can be. Now, when you land your hands down and your heels down, keep thinking about elongating up through the spine. So just stand tall for a moment. Now feel that like length of the spine, but softness of all the muscles around the spine. Take a breath in and just float the arms above you. So this lovely sense of not compressed spine, lengthened spine, nice. And breathe out, open the chest. Oh, beautiful, amazing, everybody. Thank you for coming today. Have a great week. Goodbye at home.
Bye.
Do you know, let me just turn this off.